Okay, this supercut that someone put together, I'm not totally sure who did it, but it's beautiful and it's brave, of Joe Biden visiting Ukraine. And it is so freaking funny. it's so good watching these corporate media shills just pretend to fawn over how brave and stunning Joe Biden is for going to Ukraine. And again, I can't emphasize this enough. They made calls to Russia saying, do not fire missiles into this area because Joe Biden's going to go there. So obviously Russia's going to go, yeah, you're probably right. Not going to do that. Probably not a smart move. And so those air sirens were, fake. But you need to celebrate this, man. Okay? So here's a minute and 43 seconds of celebrating our own president's Winston Churchill moment. Here we go.
Joe Biden has put solidarity ahead of his own personal safety.
Air raid sirens and no real guarantee of security.
As air raid sirens blared.
This was incredibly dramatic, Andrea. It was historic as well.
Historic.
Historic of the history of historic. That is historic. Deepfakes are crazy these days, exactly.
Timely and brave.
The first American president to go to a war zone with no U.S. military presence for security on the ground.
American presidents have made dramatic trips before. Nixon to China, Kennedy Reagan to the Berlin Wall, and presidents have visited U.S. troops in war zones, but never like this.
Never before has a president ever visited a war zone quite like this. Never before. Joe Biden! God, you're so hot.
Find a day of this kind of presidential bravery in a war zone.
Oh, so
You've
brave.
got to go all
So beautiful. So brave.
the way back to 1864.
With Biden's trip to Europe, he is welcomed as not only frankly the savior of Ukraine, but also the savior of Europe as a whole.
God, sometimes these videos break me, people. The savior of Ukraine, the savior of Europe. Why do we would not smash? Like anyone believes anything they say. It's like SNL wanted to take them seriously, dude. Exactly. Isn't North Korea a hostile territory? No. Are you saying Trump went to North Korea? Don't you ever compare my president, Joe Biden, to that disgusting man that we will get behind bars in due time. Did you see that Trump juror? She's beautiful, brave, and gorgeous. I mean, Ukraine's savior. When I think saviors, I think Joe Biden. Thank you for saving Ukraine. Without you, we would be nothing. And forever we will praise your name. Hey, that's pretty good. You can clip that up, you know what I mean? Super Biden will be the best-selling comic in 2023, not a joke. Corn Pop, yes. The Golden Voice of Europe. Oops, now singing. Oh, God. Praise Joe Biden, the savior of Ukraine. You can save us, but you can save one thing. That is Zelensky. Oh God, I just feel like I need to hear that part again. Are you ready to hear this part again? Are you preparing your mind, heart, and soul for this part?
But also the savior of Europe as a whole.
It's historic. It's
The savior of Europe as a whole. May they make movies on top of movies on top of movies, and then put another movie on top of that movie, and then when they're done with that movie, put another movie on top of that movie, and then, and only then, will Biden be celebrated enough for this historic history of historic moments. Would you guys say the old world TV media knows they are fading away, so they don't care about credibility anymore? They just say whatever. Oh, exactly. Great point. Exactly. Who's watching these people? I think that's why they're all, they all say the same thing over and over again, because they're all like, well, we need to get it paid, and someone's got to pay us, whoever that person or entity is. Propaganda. Exactly. When does that movie come out? It'll come out probably next year, and then Joe Biden can accept the Academy Award for the greatest story ever told. Let's continue down this movie or clip.
It's the first time that
you sang just after I wrote that. Hey, it was destiny. It was freaking destiny. Sometimes the singing comes out in the show. I can't help, that I'm a showman. You know what I mean? God, I'm just kidding. All right.
a U.S. president has gone into an active war zone that the U.S. military does not have control over.
And against all odds, it was successful.
The continuing threat quite literally sounding all around the two leaders.
The skies here are not safe. And
wait, who is this guy? Wait a minute. God, this is Guy Fieri wannabe. This is Guy Fieri if he only went to Chili's. This is Guy Fieri if he never actually became a chef and worked at Starbucks the rest of his life. Wait, who is this guy? Who is he? Love the hair. Love it. It's gorgeous. That looks like one of my wigs, for real. I mean... Hi, I'm on NBC, and I should be taken very seriously. Gotta chill with the fam. Hey, Wilson, thanks so much for stopping in, man. I appreciate you. Our minds are merging here. What bravery. I'm just blushed fearlessly. Thank you, High Hat, Low Hat. Exactly. You should be blushed. You should donate to the Democratic Party just for his bravery.
in fact, an air raid siren went off while President Biden was here.
Seeing the American president there, walking the streets of Kiev while air raid sirens literally sounded in that moment about possible incoming fire from Russia.
The wail of an air raid siren.
Air raid sirens wailing in the background.
Seemingly undeterred by an air raid siren.
Undeterred by the sound of air sirens.
I think he was undeterred. I'm going to make a guess out here. Literally undeterred. It's literally undeterred. They're trying to make Ukraine sound super important. That will outshine the excuses not going to the train crash site. They don't care about the train crash site, man.
President Biden's ability with his aviators.
Ricardo Mato is crazy.
On to walk through in broad daylight in Kiev.
The swagger of this trip, not just the execution, the secrecy, but the swagger of.
Oh, so much swagger with a hard R. Who's got more swagger than Joe freaking Biden? Joe Biden. Swagger machine. God, I hate our corporate media so much. They're just so obnoxious to listen to. But at the same time, I kind of love it. You know what I mean? It's kind of, because you're laughing at them. And that's why they hate you so much. Because they know, you know, the jig is up because information and the internet is here. And people are allowed to share information more than ever before. And so now people are calling out the corporate media on their bullcrap and how narratives are passed down and none of it is genuine. Thank you, corporate media, for showing us not to trust you and to look into stuff for ourselves because we're adults and we learned how to read. Because back in our day in school, we didn't do any of that woke bullcrap. We actually read books and did arithmetic. Maybe you should do that yourself.